Okay, so today we are looking at setting up an account within Tradeschool. If you are an applicant to the program, a journeyman member, a CWCE, an apprentice, all of your interaction with the JATC is accomplished through what's called web services, which is the portal that exchanges data with our database called Tradeschool. So inside of Tradeschool is where all of your records will be kept. You'll have access to it through the web services portal. You can register for classes, see the school schedule, do all of that type of activity, but it's all going to start with you setting up an account for yourself within Tradeschool. So that's what we're doing today. So again, whether you're an apprentice, a journeyman, or a CW, you are going to set up an account with Tradeschool first. If you're an applicant, you're going to start with the How to Apply tab on the main website. This is our main website, main page here, pejatc.org. You go to the How to Apply tab if you're an applicant. You read through all the directions, you gather all the information and the documentation you need to apply to the program. Then you go to the Tradeschool links down here. You can click either one and it'll bring you to Tradeschool's registration page. If you are already a member of Local 640 or an active CWCE or any other classification within the local union, you're just going to simply go right to the links tab on the main website, and that's where you'll find right at the top the Tradeschool link. So you're going to click on that, and this is the portal that you will use to start an account. So you want to read through this information here. If any of this applies to you, then follow the directions on what to do. Today we're just assuming you don't have any account set up. We don't have an email record for you. It is simply you're going to create a new account with us. So we're going to click the Create Account link, and we're going to fill out the application to create a new account, which is simply just filling in the email that you're going to use, creating a password, and then answering the math problem for the security question, just to make sure that you're not a robot trying to repeatedly apply to the program. So anyway, we'll start off with an email. I'm going to type in my own personal email address just to kind of show you how it goes. Let's see, it's at yahoo.com. I'm going to make up a password. Now, all the passwords, you don't use special characters in your Tradeschool password. You're going to use all letters and numbers. It has to be 8 characters, at least 8 characters. So I'm going to create an 8-character password. And I'm going to do that one more time to confirm it. And then I'm going to fill in the answer to the question down here and then hit continue. So once you do that, the request for a new account is sent to our office. Now take note up here, it does say that it'll take 72 hours, up to 72 hours to create your account, for us to look into your request, to see if there's already an existing account in there, to make sure we don't create duplicates. As long as you're all clear, the JATC office will then get back to you with your confirmation email. So in the meantime, though, once you send in your request, if you check your email box, your personal email box, and again, I'm using mine for an example, you'll see you get an automated message in here. You click on the message, it just says new account request has been made. This is to really confirm that your email was used to create an account for you in Tradeschool. So you log into your email account, you click the link here, and then once that link is clicked, that's what will indicate to us that an account request has been made. So while you're waiting for us to approve your account, you're going to go and fill out some of the information here about you for the database. And again, you're going to just kind of follow along with the directions here. You need to fill in a first name, last name. The system requires you to have a middle name. Now, if you, I don't know, if you don't have a middle name, or if you don't use a middle name, whatever the case may be, just put any kind of random letter into the middle name field. You don't have to make it a full name. Just put in a letter that you're going to use in trade school for your middle name. It's going to ask for your phone number, cell phone preferably, because that is what we use to communicate with you for classes, changes, reminders, anything like that. We will actually use the main phone that you give us as a cell phone to text you with that kind of information. The program does require you to use your social security number. It is sent securely and it's kept within our database. It's a requirement. It's part of being in it and being in the JATC's records. Obviously we'd all prefer not sharing that information, but unfortunately that is a required bit of information you'd have to share. Membership number, that's where you'll put in your union card number. Whatever it is on your dues receipt, copy it off your dues receipt as your membership number, and then of course your address and your birth date, just to confirm that as an applicant you are 18 or older to participate in the program. So I'm just going to fill in some fictitious information here. I'm going to call this here Chris Apprentice. That's the last name. I'm going to use the middle name as P and give it a main phone. I'm just going to use my old home phone number just for, again, it's old, it's not used anymore, it's a fictitious number now. And of course we'll fill in a fictitious social for this new account. So we'll go 987, you have to put in a dash, so 987 65 4321. Now, we use that for the social security number. I'll use my D847988 is my membership number. I'll put the address for the JATC here. You would obviously use your home address for this, but I will use just because, again, we'll create a fictitious account. I'll just use the email address, the street address for the apprenticeship, East Indianola Avenue in Phoenix, and that's NAZ E5014. Okay, and then it does require a birth date. I'll make up a birth date. Let's just say it's 6/1 2001. So that'll be the minimum age of 18. I'll hit the continue button, and at this point it'll look through it, and then your request for a new account is official. This is where now we will go into the system, and I will do that off the screen here. I'll check the email. The email service here, it shows that Chris P. Apprentice with all of the identifiers has requested I'll bring this over here just so you can see what we can see. This is what we will get, that there's a request for a new account with all this information here, and then what we'll do is check Tradeschool from our end. We'll check the database to make sure this apprentice is not in there. Once we confirm that, we will just simply go to the link, and it will say account created successfully. Once it says that, for us, this is what we see. Okay, I'll drag that off again, and what we'll do is look at the representation of your email account. We'll go back to my personal account. I'll go in the inbox, and the new account request still in here. It should be sending. There we go. There's the message came through that the account has been created. So now you can use the information that you provided to then log into Tradeschool. All right. So we used this email address, one of my spam email addresses, if you will. I use this to sign up for deals and do other stuff. I don't really use it for official communication. And then the password that we set for ourselves. Now, if you don't remember the password, or if you forgot the password, whatever the case may be, you could always reset the password at this point, because now you have an active account that your password could be reset. So we're going to go to log in, and when it comes up, you'll see here is our account. So we can look at everything. If we're an applicant, we're going to go ahead and use the application tab to start an application. If you're an apprentice, obviously you're not, this record is not an apprentice, so an apprentice record is not found for this person. But you could also look at the class schedule for the JATC in here. These are all the classes by the certification or the subject matter. Or you can look at them through the link here, classes by the location, the main campus here. This will give a listing of all of the apprentice, the classes throughout the rest of the year. All right, so that is a look at how to set up an account within Tradeschool.